What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Panthers Advice. Today, man, we got to talk about the Panthers defense because I think they had, what, 5 sacks? 5 sacks against the Chiefs, so we got to talk about that. But we also got to talk about the not so good. And there was one play in particular, and I don't want to bring your Thanksgiving down. Trust me, I'm not trying to do that. But I feel like we have to look at this play right here. 48 seconds left. Mahomes is going to scramble, and he's going to get 10, 20, 30, 40 yards. Now, you're probably like, okay, could the Panthers have even stopped him? Let's take a look. On the field, you're in that nickel personnel, all right? You're going to have Jewell, Wallace, 5 defensive backs, 2 safeties. You got Horn, Dane Jackson, Mike Williams. Okay, I like who's out there. Let's let the play develop real quick. Take a look. Mahomes is going to drop back, gets pressured right there. Okay, we got some pressure. You're going to force him to step into the pocket. Let the play develop. Okay, he's not stepping up. He's going to scramble. So when I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, we got one guy right there, potentially one more right there, and you got 4 guys right here. Worst case, he gets 10 yards maybe. Let the play develop. Take a look what happens right here. He goes from the 40 to the 45 to the 50. We got 4 guys right here, 2 guys behind him. It looks like Clowney's slowing down a little bit, thinking, okay, you know, one of these guys is going to tackle him. Let the play develop. Nope. Everyone thought somebody else was going to tackle him. Take a look at this. This was probably the worst play by the Panthers D. And I thought, honestly, they played a pretty good game. But take a look what happens right here. You got him at the 50. But everybody kind of just slowed down thinking, you know, the next guy was going to tackle him. And take a look what happens. So like I said, this was probably the worst play by the Panthers defense. Because, I mean, right here, just take a look. Essentially, they just stop, right? They just stop thinking the next guy's going to tackle him, and there goes Mahomes from the 50 all the way down to the 20-yard line, man. That was the worst play by the Panthers D, but I promise there are some good things. Let's take a look. So the first positive thing we're going to look at is Jadeveon Clowney right here. Yes, Mr. Clowney on 3rd and 12. Look at this. Mahomes is going to start to scramble, keeps his eyes down the field, and Clowney gets him. This impressed me a lot, right? Let's run this back real quick because Mahomes, he actually potentially had 6 on this play. Let's take a look at this real quick. So as you're going to see, Clowney right here beats the tackle to the outside. Mahomes going to step up, roll out, and honestly, he probably had 6 right here to be honest. But look at Clowney with that second effort, trips him up and takes him down. That's 1 sack. We got a few more to go. Let's take a look at the next one. Number 2 is going to be Wonnum up here. Look how fast he beats the left tackle right here. Bang. Woo! Got him easily, man. Now, could the Panthers have had a better season if DJ was healthy the whole season, Clowney was healthy? Maybe. Now, let's say Derrick Brown was healthy too. I do think we get a little bit more of a pass rush. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's keep it going because there's a couple more guys who definitely showed out. Let's take a look. So the guy to watch on this play, remember, we're going over our sacks, but the guy to watch is Jaycee Horn right here, lined up kind of behind Clowney. Take a look what happens right here. They send Jaycee Horn on a DB blitz. On 3rd and 22. On 3rd and 22. Now, we're going to talk about this because I don't know the last time I saw really a DB blitz on the outside. Sometimes you'll see a nickel blitz, right? Whether it's Dane, Shaw Smith, Wade. Seeing Jaycee Horn blitz, something I haven't seen before. Let's take a look at the next play right here. The next play we're going to look at right here, it's 2nd and 6. And look at Josey Jewell. Sees the gap right there, shoots through it, takes down. Where has this been all season, man? Against the Chiefs, we finally decided to show up, right? Take a look at this. Josey Jewell sees the gap right there. He's going to shoot that. He's going to shoot that, bang. Cuts back a little bit, takes down Mahomes. I mean, where has this been all season? It's crazy to think we're on play number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the plays we see, this is all from one game. Where has this been, man? Let's keep it going. The next play we're going to look at Jaycee Horn right here. Look how he's lining up. Is he going to come in? Is he not going to come in? Acts like he does, takes a step back. And Wonnum forcing Mahomes to step up. Come on, man. On 3rd and 12, the Panthers do this? On 3rd and 12? Where has this been? I mean, look at this. So take a look at this play and watch Travis Kelce right here. He's going to bite on Horn jumping. Take a look right here. We're going to let it go. We're going to pause it right here. Look, Kelce is still, you know, squared up like this. But if you're going to do that, Horn's going to get past you. Horn's a big guy. So even if let's say you move a little bit, Horn's still going to be able to use his big body, get around you, and take a look what happens. So what's going to happen? DJ Wonnum to the outside like this. Mahomes, once again, has to step up. When he steps up, bam, down he goes. Down he goes on 3rd and 12. On 3rd and 12. Now, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing with this. Where has this been all season? 5 big plays, 5 big sacks against the Kansas City Chiefs, 4th quarter. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's get back to the video. So we saw some good plays, by the Carolina Panthers defense. We saw a play where they really struggled. But now let's talk about how they got in that hole. When you're playing Mahomes and you're in zone coverage as a linebacker, your peripherals, they almost disappear. And the reason for that is you don't want Mahomes to break off a big run on you. So you're really, really watching him. And if you think you're, 10 yards, right? If you think you're 10 yards back from where you were, 5 to 10, give or take, you think that's plenty of room, right? No one's going to get behind you. And if they do, the DB on the other side is going to pick them up. And that's essentially what happens right here. Travis Kelce, he's going to sneak around. Let's run this back real quick so you guys can see. Watch Travis Kelce. He's going to go underneath the Chiefs receiver right there. Get behind the backers. I mean, Travis Kelce at this point is like 15 yards deep, potentially 20. And look what they did. The Chiefs took the outside receiver, pushed this DB back. And look at this. All green grass, no Panthers defenders in sight. And take a look what happens. That's because the Panthers linebackers were so worried about Mahomes running, right? Take a look right here. They're so worried about Mahomes running and keeping everything in front of them that Kelce gets right behind them. Chiefs do it smartly, take the outside receiver, push the DB deep into safety, and then Kelce's wide open. Let's take a look at play number 2. So as we take a look at play number 2, the Chiefs study the Panthers defense, and the Panthers usually blitz 4, except for this game, they got fancy, right? But for the most part, they blitz 4 and drop everybody back. And what the Chiefs try to do here with the motions and the delay routes is, push people back as far as the defenders and then bang, go underneath. And take a look what happens. 2 little delay routes right here. Bang and bang. And honestly, Mahomes probably could have gone over here, to be honest with you, to the right side. Take a look. Probably could have zipped it right in there, right? Because the delay route, I believe right here, forced the DB to come up. He probably could have hit that, but what's he do? Chooses to go over here. And why does he do that? Let's run it back real quick. Take a look what happens. And if you take a look right here, they're going to use Travis Kelce. Bang, push the defense back, let the play develop. Take a look what happens. Closest guy is now 8 yards away, right? And that's what the Chiefs did. Use guys like Kelce and Worthy to push the defenders back, then bang, dump it off. Now, with that being said, the Panthers have to do a better job wrapping up. You can't let this happen, right? You can't let that happen on 2nd and 10. Just can't let it happen. Let's keep it going. The next play we're going to look at right here. This is what I talked about on the first play, where the Panthers defenders are so worried about keeping guys in front of them that they lose track of their peripherals, right? They lose track. Mahomes hasn't released the ball yet, and yet we have our safety all the way right here guarding nobody. Guarding nobody, and look who's wide open. Now, it is what it is, right? But this is what I was talking about. Take a look what happens right here. Watch the safety, okay? He's going over here. He's going to fall back. He sees the receiver coming this way. All right, take a look what happens. That receiver, I believe Hopkins right there, he sees that. What's he do? He scoots back. And like I said before, the safety is so worried about Mahomes and this receiver coming towards him, he doesn't see this receiver right here drop back, right? So now the safety goes over here to pick up this guy, let the play develop. Now he's covering air, right? Because he completely lost track of the receiver right here. I believe Hopkins, once again, completely loses track of him. Hopkins sees that. All Hopkins does right there is just scoot back, and then he's wide open. Playing against Mahomes is tough, and the fact we almost won the game is crazy, but let's keep it going. So right here is going to be our last play, and the reason I'm going over this is to show you what a speedster and somebody of Xavier Worthy's caliber, Tyreek Hill-esque, right? Somebody with speed can bring to the team. And honestly, Mike Will actually plays this pretty good, okay? You're going to have Xavier Worthy right here, Mike Will. Take a look what happens right here. Xavier Worthy, bang, comes off fast. Now, when he's about to cut, Mike Will's still playing that pretty good. And what Xavier Worthy's trying to do is basically go full speed, get Mike Will to turn his hips this way, and then bang, Xavier Worthy's going to cut. But look at Mike right here. his hips are actually pretty good for going up against a receiver like Xavier Worthy. But then as we let the play develop, bang, Xavier Worthy makes his cut, creates a separation. And that's what a fast receiver can do, right? The second he gets that DB to turn his hips just a little bit, bang, he's going to cut. Now let's say, right, the DB wants to undercut him, bang, a smart, fast receiver will take him over the top. Something I think the Panthers are honestly missing. So with that being said, I feel like the Panthers, they played their best defensive game against the Chiefs, ironically. Go figure that one. Even after struggling in the first half, I felt like as a whole, they played their best defensive game. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Bucks this weekend. Score predictions, let me know in the comments. Hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving. I'll catch you guys on the next one.